Hey everyone, this is Big Benedict. We're on the final chapter of our Last of Us campaign on Survivor difficulty mode. So right here I'm going to craft a Molotov cocktail, and I'm also going to incorporate the epilogue into this video, so I have 25 videos total. And this is the final confrontation, the last few fights here. And this part is almost offensively difficult for me because the sheer number of enemies makes this so difficult that if you start to get hit with bullets, Joel flinches to the point where you can barely even move. So stealth kill as many people as you can. I did a takedown right here, and one of these guys will eventually drop an assault rifle for you to use, and it'll be the first time we can actually use that, that particular weapon in this game. But I'm gonna go heavy-handed with shooting people if I get into a bind. There is one checkpoint that comes up a little bit later in the chapter, but it's one of those checkpoints that I don't know at what point it occurs. Like, as far as when I'm trying to edit a guy, I don't know how many guys I've killed. All I can really tell is to look at my health bar and see how many bullets I have left, right before I died. I did finally figure out that this move that they do right there, you're supposed to press the triangle button to shove them off of you. It should have been obvious to me, but since they take the QuickTime button prompts off, I haven't been able to find out what that was. So I think I spent a good 2 or 3 hours on this when I was playing this on hard mode, and it was no more. It was same difficulty here, same struggle. Took me about an hour to finally get through this first part. I don't know why this is so hard. I think it's just because there's so many enemies, and there's ample spots to take cover. But we need to go to the West Wing, but it's heavily guarded by so many thugs. So that's why I would say just use everything you've got here, because I would say this fight is much harder than the final home stretch before we go into the pediatrics lab. Just snipe enemies, throw cocktails, throw nail bombs, do whatever you need to do, because this is the damnedest part here. It's so difficult. One good idea would be to flank these enemies if you need to. And I discovered kind of late how much range the flamethrower has. I've never really tested the range of it, but I'm going to start using it in the second to or it would be the last gunfight in this game. So you probably don't want to use too many items here to the point where you don't have much stuff in the final fight. But I would say if you've got a lot of stuff like I do, or a modest amount. I don't have too much stuff, but kind of just spread it out between the two checkpoints. And you are going to get a checkpoint over here, and they place you in the same spot, so anybody who dives over here will recognize where I'm getting this checkpoint, because they're going to place you in the same spot. So I like that right there. It's nice to have this game be so competent when I'm getting a headshot, because right there I only have 2 bullets, so I was hovering that reticle right over the enemy's head, and if that had missed, this is the most annoying fucking aspect of this game, when you're trying to engage enemies and the son of a bitch sneaks up behind you. It's so frustrating. And then look at my health, so I'm having to heal here. I heal 2 more times, so that just goes to show you how hard this part is, how difficult it is for me anyway. And if you're one of those people that can get through this without healing, that's awesome. I can't, so. A lot of the times also I'm trying to get these enemies over to me and they never come. Not fast enough for my liking anyway. So, see, he never came in the room, but right here I was watching the cone of the flashlight. If there's one good thing about this part is that all these guys all have flashlights, so you can kind of see them before they even get to you. So right here I'm just judging where he is based on the cone of the flashlight. When it gets narrower, I know he's coming in. So man, they did a fantastic job making this game. It's incredible. But you see this guy, he wasn't alerted right there. He's just shifting about really spasmodically, or I don't know what he's doing. I had one enemy also, I was doing one of these encounters. They went right through the wall. and they went into cover, and then they killed me because I was looking for him, and then he just went through the wall. Like, it's crazy. But they're wasting my last shot there. And I don't think I pick up an assault rifle over here anytime because it's I think it's a random drop. I don't think it matters if you do a stealth kill or if you shoot them with a bullet. I think it's just a random thing that happens. You'll get the assault rifle. And usually it'll only come with like 8 bullets, so you've got to kill more guys to get more ammo for it. What else to say here? I also don't think I killed everybody before I sprinted into the last section. You're going to notice a little edit over here somewhere. And I tried to piece it together the best I possibly could. And the thing that's unfair about this, I think, I don't know for sure, but I think even if you kill a lot of enemies, they'll put you in that damn checkpoint. And I think they don't remember how many enemies you've killed. I think they, like, say I killed like a dozen, I don't even know how many enemies there are, but I think it seems like I kill a lot of enemies and then I always die, and then I start at that damn checkpoint, and it seems like I have to kill like even more enemies that I've already killed before. It seems like it. They never stop coming out, but there is a finite number of enemies. I'm just saying it seems like these guys never stop spawning, and it just also seems like they don't give you all your kills when you get to that checkpoint either. But that could just be me. I'm not really sure. So this guy, I would have stealth killed him, but for the other guy I knew that was to the right. And when I was doing this on hard mode, I was also using I was toggling that listen mode very frequently. And I've got to say, it doesn't make this part any easier to have the listen mode. Because you get distracted when you're using that mode. So here I made a really bold move across the corridor. Wasn't sure if I was going to get gunned down. I think they see me though, so I'm going to have to do a fist fight over here. And see, I got all this way and then somebody shot me, I think. But I gotta say, I think this is the hardest part in the game, by far. And that's rightly so, I suppose, since it is the last part of the game. But I'm telling you, man, these enemies are smart. Because you'll start firing at one guy, and then the other guy who's next to him, you think like you could kill a whole bunch of guys, but then the other guy will move out of the way quickly and go to cover. It really drives me crazy, but it just reminds me how intelligent this game is, the AI's programming. So, really going to town with this, getting my knuckles bloody, crashing some skulls here, trying to... You see, I've killed a lot of enemies, and when I get killed over here, see, I got the assault rifle, and there just seems to be no succession of enemies. But it'll finally come for you. See, there's the edit. And they'll always start you right over here. See, I died. And there's got to be at least, I don't know, a couple dozen enemies at least. And I imagine that you could just sprint towards the end, but they're going to cut you down if you don't have enough enemies killed. It's just, there's no way you can make it there. If there's like, I think what happened to me is like I had like maybe 3 enemies left, but they're in another location, so I just sprinted out of the way, down the rest of the way. So this guy's got an El Diablo. You can see what guns they have. Oh yeah, I decided to throw a Molotov right here and burn these guys up. And that was really satisfying. But I lost my Molotov, of course. So I was able to pick up another blade, I think, to make a nail bomb. So this is another close call. I'm going to have to kill this guy and then heal up. So that's my last med pack, although I do pick up some more supplies so I can make another one. And here I'm just sprinting towards the end. Hell, I may have killed all the enemies, I don't know. But when you get over to this area, you're going to get a checkpoint. So get behind this table right here and just, go behind the cover, get your alcohol. See, that alcohol enabled me to make another med pack. I believe that's what those are made from. And once those guys are cleared, scale this. And you also get another checkpoint right over here. And you need to run to the right. If you... Okay, what was I doing here? I think I was showing... Yeah, I was showing you guys that if you go to the left, you get killed. And that's the reason I kept that in there. See, you could move past this guy. I should have choked him out. I definitely should have, because he shot me as I was trying to get to the door. Took off some significant health, but I'm still in the yellow. I have another heal pack. And I wish this wasn't so sloppy, but it's a tough fucking fight. So searching the environment, nothing down there. And then there's my last med heal pack to use. And then I got sidetracked up here not knowing where to go. But at least I've got that nail bomb. And that's good for at least one kill or maybe two, depending on where you throw it. Maybe three. Just depends where you throw it. So this area here, I didn't know quite where to go, so I made a couple wrong turns. I think I was just supposed to go down there. Anyway, Ellie is about to be operated on, so that's the whole reason we're trying to save her. The Fireflies, want to... They have good intentions. They want to extract a possible cure from her, but we're like Captain Ahab and Moby Dick. We're completely we're focused on one objective, and we're not going to give up until we succeed. I think that's called monomaniacal. So that's definitely what this character is. He's and you could kind of hear how in the epilogue some of the way inflection of Ellie's voice, I think, unless it was just the voice actress's the way she speaks, but you can tell Joel is kind of crazy, and he's got his plans for what he wants to do. I wouldn't say he's certifiably crazy. I'm just saying that he's very driven to have a daughter again. So that's what he doesn't. I mean, I think we could all empathize somewhat with him. We don't want maybe the cure wouldn't work, and he wouldn't. That wouldn't be too good. But I'll tell you what is good: burning these sons of bitches up here with the flamethrower. And I didn't know it had so much range, and it probably doesn't at first. The reason I threw that nail bomb is because I've got headshots on the guys with the helmets, and it gives you the little sporadic burst with the lines out of it once you get a headshot. But that doesn't mean you get a headshot. That means you've got a headshot on the helmet. So it doesn't mean anything. They're still completely alive. So when I discovered how powerful this weapon was and how much range it has, I just used this until the end. And here they don't know where I am, so I'm going to head over to the right again and burn up some more guys. I'm going to burn up all the doctors in the operating room too. And you get a checkpoint over here, so you don't have to worry about dying. But I don't know. Whenever I get to this area, this is the second time I've gotten here, I just want to finish the game. The first time I got here, I just want to get this chapter finished so I can start my guide, and now it's just I want to finish the guide sort of thing. So, I mean, look how much range. So, did I get that guy over there? Yeah, that's... No, I may have missed him. I think I tried to get this guy, but maybe not either, but let's see if I can get him. He was hiding behind cover there, and then somebody was sneaking by. I heard somebody behind me right there, so I pivoted, 180, burned him up, and I think I just have a couple more guys to kill. If not, maybe just one guy left. So I got a headshot right there, nice. And then I think at about this point I heard the music die down, so I could run to the end. I'm going to keep my flamethrower attached. And go down to the operating room. I think there's some rooms to the right you could open up. There's also a shiv room, I think, in this chapter, but I think there is, but I'm not sure about that. whatever it is, you don't get anything on this mode, so it's almost fruitless to look at anywhere to get anything. So there's those doctors. Their silhouettes look really malignant, like the Twilight episode, Skin Deep or whatever it was called. So that guy's burned up, and then I was trying to look for the other doctor. She's just huddling down here. So I don't know if you have to kill these enemies. Maybe you could just pick Ellie up. I'm not sure, but I sure as hell like to burn them up. So they're all killed. Gonna grab Ellie. And I think I've failed this upcoming section too, to be brutally honest with you guys. But not this time. This time I think you just run towards the lights. Not the enemy's flashlights, but just... Obviously you don't want to run to any dark areas. That's just kind of the game's way of telling you it's a dead end. Like that right there. I think you just follow like the strobe light effects. And we're just going to the elevator, so we're just backtracking, but it can kind of be confusing, you know, and all this tension. And anyway, I'm just gonna let this video play out, and I want to thank everybody for watching my guide. The epilogue will be coming. The trophy's gonna pop up. There's a Molotov, like we need that right now. Like that's really gonna help us. But anyway, I hope this guide has helped you, and I'll see you in my next project, whatever it is. But I'm glad this guide is done, but I'm glad I made it. The process was fulfilling, and this game is, like I've said many times before, a masterpiece. So thanks everybody for watching and for supporting my channel, and take care.
Looks like we're walking. Should be a straight shot through here.
All right.
It's actually kind of pretty, ain't it?
Yeah.
All right. Now watch your head going through.
Here. I got it.
Feeling my age now. Don't think I ever told you, but Sarah and I used to take hikes like this. I think the two of you would have been good friends. I think you really would have liked it. I know she'd have liked you.
I bet I would have.
Oh. Down there. Just a little bit further now. Here, I got you. All right, come on.
Hey, wait. Back in Boston, back when I was bitten, I wasn't alone. My best friend was there. And she got bit too. We didn't know what to do. So, she says, let's just wait it out. You know, we can be all poetic and just lose our minds together. I'm still waiting for my turn.
Ellie.
Her name was Riley, and she was the first to die. And then it was Tess. And then Sam.
None of that is on you.
Oh, you don't understand.
I struggled for a long time with surviving. And you... No matter what, you keep finding something to fight for. Now, I know that's not what you want to hear right now.
Swear to me. Swear to me that everything that you've said about the Fireflies is true.
I swear.